Hi everyone. In this video, you're going to learn how to use Excel, Microsoft Excel, to find a probability involving a sample mean. This is a common type of question on your exam, and Excel makes it faster and more accurate to calculate. Let's first identify what we are given. The average ticket price for a spring training baseball game is $31.86 or $31.86. So the population mean is equal to $31.86 with a standard deviation of $9.01. So the population standard deviation is $9.01. The sample size in a random sample of 40 spring training tickets, so the sample size n is equal to 40, find the probability that the mean ticket price exceeds 34. We are asked to find the probability about the sample mean, so the probability that the sample mean exceeds $34. To work with sample means, we need to find the standard error. So notice here how we are working with the sample mean. We have the mean, standard deviation, but we're working with the sample. This means we are working with the sample and distribution of sample mean, not individual values. So each value is basically a sample mean x bar. It is not going to be a singular or individual value x. To work with the sample mean, we know that the mean of sample means, the notation is mu sub x bar is the same as population mean, which is in our case $31.86. We know that the standard error or the standard deviation of the sampling distribution of sample means, the notation is sigma sub x bar is equal to the population standard deviation divided by square root of the sample size. In our case, the standard deviation is 9.01 divided by the square root of 40. If we compute that, we're going to get approximately 0.63246. As suggested in the question, we're going to leave it at least 5 decimal places, and then we will continue with the rest of the problem. Now, how do we use Excel in order to find a probability? Notice how if we draw the graph, this graph right here, the graph for this problem right here, you will see that this is basically, we need to figure out the area to the right of 34. Since the mean is 31, so the mean is 31.86. 34 is approximately here. And we need to find the area to the right of that 34. Let me make it a different color. And the point here is 34. So now we know that the distribution function on Excel computes the area to the left because it's cumulative. It cumulates down, it doesn't cumulate up, which means the entire area is 1. And then if we subtract the area to the left, we will get the area to the right that is highlighted red. In other words, in order to compute the probability that x bar is greater than 34, we're going to say it is 1 minus norm dot distribution, the area to the left of what number? 34. And the mean is this mean right here. So 31.86. And the standard deviation is basically the standard error, which is this value right here, because we're working with the distribution of sample means. So 0.63246, and then comma true for cumulation. And then you plug that into your Excel and compute the answer, basically. So if we want to make this into steps, the first step is to basically find the standard error. The next step is to use norm distribution in Excel. So if it's the left, the area to the left, we're going to use norm dot distribution. And instead of the standard deviation, we're going to use the standard error. Notice how the only thing that changed is the standard deviation. It became the standard error because, again, we're working with a sample of 40. We're working with the distribution of sample means. We're not working with the normal distribution, regular normal distribution. If it's greater than, in this case, similar to this case, we're going to use 1 minus norm distribution. Hopefully this is helpful. If you do have questions, I'll be happy to assist you.